A very warm welcome to RTV News and thank you for joining us here this evening. We hope you had yourselves a very productive day. Now, top of our edition tonight, these are our headlines. The Ministry of Education announced that students who took the 2023 national exams in primary passed at a rate of 91%, and those who sat for the O-level exams passed at a rate of 86.97%. The government of Rwanda has announced that the 2035, the country will be harnessing nuclear energy for the generation of electricity. Once again, we're glad to have your company tonight, coming to you straight from the heart of Africa, Kigali. My name is Martina Abera. Now, kicking it off, pursuant of the Constitution of the Republic of Rwanda, especially in its Article 116, today, the 12th of September 2023, His Excellency, the President of the Republic, has appointed Dr. Jimmy Gasore, the Minister of Infrastructure. This was done at Kigali this 12th of September 2023 on behalf of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Rwanda, Paul Kagame, and signed by the Prime Minister, Dr. Edouard Ngirente. Now, let us also quickly inform you that on Tuesday at Urugwiro Village, President Paul Kagame received Ramuld Wagandi, Benin's Minister of Economy and Finance and Special Envoy, who delivered a message from President Patrice Talon. Rwanda and Benin enjoy good relations and have worked to strengthen cooperation over the years. Now, the Ministry of Education announced that students who took the 2023 national exams in primary passed at a rate of 91%, and those who sat for the O-level exams passed at a rate of 86.97%. We have more on this story.
13-year-old Régis Kwizera is a student at Espoir de l'Avenir Primary School in Bugesera district. He was the first at the national level in the primary leaving exams in 2023. He says that there is no other secret he used other than studying with enthusiasm and with the help of his parents.
My strategy was just to study hard, use my time wisely, and to pray a lot.
Kwizera Régis' parents are happy that he scored highly, landing him the top position in the country, and they say that they will continue to support him. We are so happy and thankful that our son came out on the top. There is no other secret behind his success other than the unwavering support that we showed him, making sure we encouraged him to keep working hard and keeping him in our prayers. At his school, Régis was welcomed as the guest of honor by his classmates and other students who also plan to follow his lead in terms of performing highly. The school management is just as excited and is happy for Régis' hard work and effort. I've learned a lot from this, such as really applying all my attention to my education and putting away all distractions. On the secondary level, Umutoniwase Kelly, who studied at Fawe Girls School in Gasabo district, emerged as the first in the country. She was followed by Ihimbazwe Niyikora Kevin, who studied at Lycée de Notre Dame at Sito, also in the city of Kigali. 3 girls came in the front positions, followed by 2 boys in the first 5. They also say there is no other secret apart from studying hard. There is no any other secret other than using the time wisely and utilizing all the support that our parents and teachers give us. We need to also read hard and work together as classmates to ensure success as a unit.
We need to also take the time and revise past papers and go back to the notes of the previous years so that we can be ready for any questions that may appear on the exam paper.
The minimum score for Senior 1 students in boarding schools is 26 for boys and 25 for girls. And for Senior 4 students, the minimum score is 17 for both girls and boys. The Minister of Education, Twagirayezu Gaspard, said that these students will start at the same time as others and that the usage of the money that the parents paid at the schools has not changed except for electricity and water, which is still being discussed.
We put a lot of effort in making sure that the students can be able to go back to school with other students and also make sure that the usage of the money that the parents pay at the schools stays the same in primary and secondary schools, either in day schools or boarding facilities. What has probably changed is how the schools are helped in terms of their electricity and water bills. However, that will be communicated as well.
In primary school, students passed at a rate of 91%, and the students that sat for the O-level exams passed at a rate of 86.97%.
The government of Rwanda has announced that by 2035, the country will be harnessing nuclear energy for the generation of electricity. This comes following the signing of a cooperation agreement with the innovative nuclear Canadian company Dual Fluid. We have more on this report.
The agreement was signed in Kigali on Tuesday.
Amasezerano tumaze gusinya na Dual Fluid.
The agreement we have just signed with Dual Fluid is so that we may work with them to make commercially available a new form of technology when it comes to the production of nuclear energy. The advantage of this new technology has to do with efficiency, because a kilogram of uranium will be able to produce as much power as 5 million liters of diesel. That means that 1 kilogram will be able to meet the energy needs of this country for an entire month. The fact is, using diesel to produce that energy is not feasible, because storing that much fuel alone would be a problem. The agreement is also looking to ensure that Rwanda continues to develop along with the rest of the globe. Executives at Dual Fluid explained why they chose to work with Rwanda in this endeavor.
We found in Rwanda the great situation that Rwanda just wants to start with nuclear energy, and they are building up their authorities, and so they can integrate us in principle, or the concept, new concepts, into their plans to develop the rules. And this is much, much faster. So I think we proceed here very fast. This was the main topic, or the main reason to develop it here.
Rwanda has become the first country globally to adopt the new technology that is still in its testing phase, and the country will be its source of production globally when the time comes.
Rwanda and Mali are to sign an agreement on the exchange of expertise when it comes to the management of public finances. The announcement on Tuesday, as the country's Auditor General, Samba Alhamdou Baby, met with officials in Rwanda's parliament.
They have interest in learning from Rwanda. They have interest in working with Rwanda on different aspects. So we are ready to support. They are our brothers and sisters, they are friends, so we are here to assist. But also, we shall also continue working with them, also to learn from them on best practice they have. We shall also borrow from them the best practice they have. We shall implement them here. So it will be a joint effort. They learn from us, also we learn from them. With that, we are going to sign an MOU on how we are going to formalize the working relationship. So we know that they have interest. So many teams will come from Mali to Rwanda, but also we shall have time to send our teams in Mali to learn on certain aspects. That is the purpose of this visit.
Last year, Rwanda's Auditor General visited Mali after being invited to do so by the country's leadership. Now, in the near future, citizens of the countries part of the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa will be able to use a uniform driving license in the bloc. This is part of COMESA's efforts towards boosting trade between member countries. We have more.
The efforts include the improvement of infrastructure such as road networks, better communication, the establishment of one-stop border points, and uniformity when it comes to insurance. Challenges have persisted, however, when it comes to the merging of laws. You will find that broad policies in different countries are not being unified, which can cause problems in things like the aviation industry in COMESA and the broader African continent. Certainly, COMESA has made an effort to establish broad policies in order to liberalize the airspace and get rid of restrictions in different countries. Intra-trade in COMESA itself has remained low, with the bloc trading more with other parts of the world, because in 2021 it traded the most with the European Union with goods worth $52 billion US dollars, then the People's Republic of China at $20 billion US dollars, while intertrade within the bloc itself was just $12 billion US dollars. The introduction of a uniform driver's license within COMESA's 21 member states and indeed the entire African continent can help to change that.
iyo lisansi ubone hano mu Rwanda ikagufasha kuzunguka ibihugu byose uko 21 bihugu bya COMESA utira ugenda.
A license obtained here in Rwanda would be legal in all 21 countries of COMESA, eliminating the need to seek others elsewhere. Vehicle inspections done here would also be incorporated into the bloc's corridor trip monitoring system, such that the driver of a truck and all of its registration details would be available to all member countries. That is the project we have been working on and implementing. All of those laws that were introduced in the EAC, COMESA, and SADC, we want to merge them together so that people can move freely through all of them and we may get the African Continental Free Trade Area. On Thursday, infrastructure ministers from the Common Market for Eastern and Southern Africa will meet to assess how far joint projects have gone and what can be done to boost trade within the bloc.
Drivers and entrepreneurs in the e-mobility sector demonstrate that even though there are challenges in this sector, benefits and measurements in place will favor the country's goal of having at least 30% of these vehicles by 2030. We have more with Prince Manzi.
These are vehicles that their drivers emphasize that in addition to environmental conservation, they help in saving up and they are easy to use. The usual, they use petrol, polluted the air, but I'm currently using the electric one as it is safe to the environment and it saves up our money. There is a big difference because there are no time-to-time checkings. You have only to charge on a daily basis.
Now it is at 259 kilometers, remaining with 60%. Meaning that these 259 kilometers, it's up to 10%. So you need to charge at least when you are at 10%. So you are able to, when it is fully charged, it goes up to 550 kilometers.
On the other hand, there are still challenges in this sector.
Of course, as a new project in Rwanda, it requires technicians who understand properly the operations of these vehicles. But of course, the government is not has already identified that. They have started encouraging schools, technical schools.
In Rwanda, 14% of emissions are from road transport. The government of Rwanda demonstrates that $11 billion are required to reduce the carbon emission by 38%, not later than 2030. In this program, there will include the increase of electric vehicles by 33%. Entrepreneurs in the e-mobility sector say that a lot has been done with their part played through the services they provide and no doubt that the country's goal will be achieved.
So we have e-cars, we have charging station, and also we have garage for the e-cars.
But we are also networking the fast chargers. We have started the project of putting fast chargers in the city of Kigali and consequently in the secondary cities. From the government perspective, they have waived all the taxes, and even if you look at the future of this project, as the government is encouraging to change up to 30% in come 2030, so it attracts even the clients to come on board because they know the government is supporting the business.
Currently in Rwanda, there's a total of 2,000 electric motorcycles, 500 hybrid cars, and 110 electric cars. Prince Manzi, RwandaTV News.
And on that note, on behalf of the news production team and I would like to thank you for sticking with us on RwandaTV News. Once again, my name is Martina. Have a safe night and stay safe.